Peace. What up, everybody? It's your boy Anti-Simp back with a new episode of Anti-Simp Weekly Views. This is where I find topics to talk about and basically commentate on them. One of the reasons why I've been trying to increase my internet presence is because the internet is oversaturated with goofy dudes who don't know what the word simp means. They call everything simping. They say a man who's dating a woman who has OnlyFans is a simp. They say a man who buys from women who have OnlyFans are simps. At one point, I was on the internet and I saw a guy called Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson a simp because he and his ex-wife, I think her name is Danny Garcia, they are business partners, and him partnering up with her has actually made him more money and helped make him a brand name. So that, along with the internet being oversaturated with females playing dumb, even when the term simp is used in proper context, I feel like anti-simp, that will be me, is here to bring balance. And women playing dumb, they basically like to say stuff like, what's wrong with a man simping? What is wrong with showing your girl you care? And those are not things that there aren't even, like, there's no correlation between those things at all. If I say, a simp is a man who puts himself in a subservient and submissive position under women in hopes to win them over, you can't say that you like men or masculine men and like a simp. That just doesn't go together at all. And this isn't Build-A-Bear with men where you try to take out parts that you like and don't like. It's understand that a simp is a weak person. And if you can't understand that, then I'm not going to keep trying to explain that to you. You're playing dumb. You can admit that you like weak men who are basically controlled by you and all that other stuff. I don't think there's anything completely wrong with that, because if they like it, then it is what it is. You got yourself a simp. Rule the world with it. However, what I'm not cool with is females playing dumb when you explain it to them in clear context, and it's like, you either like strong men or you like weak men. There ain't no in between. So, like I said, I'm here to bring balance. So, I'm going to start the topic off with things that I saw occurring last week. And this is in no specific order. I just pretty much just wrote all this down. But one of the things I want to talk about was a bittersweet thing that happened last Friday, where I feel like I feel like it's bittersweet because one of my favorite wrestlers, Roman Reigns, had turned heel, and I feel like it was good, good for his character, because I think he might have wanted to push back on some of these wrestling fans who've been giving him a hard time, and now he's gonna get natural heel heat, and they I don't know, it's fan logic. Fan logic, for some reason they want to turn on you if you are the guy, and then when you're the one that's rejecting them, they love you for some weird reason. It's like a masochistic thing. I remember when Stone Cold and Bret Hart had a double turn where Stone Cold he was mostly a heel and then he became like some sort of an anti-hero. And Bret Hart just flat out became a heel. He was complaining a lot. He felt like the fans were cheering Stone Cold, despite the fact that Stone Cold was doing bad things. And Stone Cold was doing bad things. But I don't know, man. They are just really weird. I like wrestlers who are good, and they just kick ass. That's what I like about wrestlers. I like to see. I'm not a technical wrestler fan. I like wrestlers who just go out there and just brawl, just get it on, just beat somebody up. If you got a couple of moves in between that, holds and headlocks and submission maneuvers and whatever else, kicking somebody in the face, punching them in the face, and your finisher, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with a wrestler like Brock Lesnar just completely decimating somebody. And he didn't really punch anybody or kick anybody unless he was going to hit them with the F5. He mostly just destroyed people through brutal beatdowns, overpowering, no selling them. But I'm getting too far off of what I'm trying to talk about. Why it's bittersweet for me is because in 1 minute I was seeing Reigns becoming more of a heel. You know, we just saw Survivor Series, and you know, he basically beat the crap out of Strowman and The Fiend, only for, you know, Paul Heyman to pop up into the picture on Friday. And then minutes later, as I'm looking at this, I see, you know, Chadwick Boseman, the actor who played Black Panther and James Brown, Jackie Robinson, Thurgood Marshall. I found out he had passed away from colon cancer at the age of 43, and I don't know, man. It kind of hurt. You know, it definitely kind of hurt because yeah, I bet I felt like he had so much more to accomplish. You know, somebody has said that he had did like 10 movies, and I remember reading that he had been battling this cancer since 2016. And I gotta think about how many Avenger movies he starred in, how many other movies he was in while dealing with this. And he's just a legendary type of guy, man. You know, a legendary dude. He was, you know, battling his illness, and he still, you know, went out there and put out a bunch of movies, man. A lot of movies, and didn't even make no excuses. Somebody also said that, you know, his team was tight because nobody knew about it, and I can get that. This is one of the few times where he didn't want to use, you know, getting good roles as a way. He didn't want to use him getting good roles as like a pity thing. You know, he got these roles because he has cancer. He wanted his work and his work ethic to speak for itself, his talent to speak for itself, and that's cool. You know, it's bittersweet though, man. So there are some black people who feel some type of way about us celebrating a black superhero that was created by a white guy. But it is what it is, you know. This is what we got. This is what we have. And, you know, if you have so many complaints about this, you know, create your own thing. I would try to support it as best I can, but create your own thing. You know, create your own thing. Learn how to animate and draw and write and create your own thing. Don't just be sitting around getting mad that, you know, a white person created a really cool black superhero, and you know, you end up sounding like a hater. The next topic. So, this girl, Masika Kalisa, I think that's her name. She was on like Basketball Wives or Love and Hip Hop. I don't be understanding how girls be on these shows but don't be married, man. And what does she have to do with Love and Hip Hop? Was she even married? Let me look this girl up right now and see what I can come up with. Let me see if I could, something. But the reason why she's up here is because last week I saw that she, you know, created an OnlyFans, and instead of just dropping the nudes, she decided that she was gonna, so she's a part of the VH1 series Love and Hip Hop Hollywood, and We're Growing Up. What does she got to do with that? She's 35 years old. I've never really seen her before, and the only partner she had was Fetty Wap. So she's like, what is she? Why is she on Love and Hip Hop? Is she like an inspiring rapper? Okay, it says is a American actress, reality TV personality, songwriters, a singer and songwriter, entrepreneur and businesswoman. Well, and a baby mom, because, you know, all that stuff doesn't even matter when you consider that she's she's pretty much a baby mom, you know. It don't matter what any of the rest of this shit says. But she created an OnlyFans, and instead of just dropping the nudes or whatever, or because she's supposed to be this entrepreneur or business person, she should know marketing better. Other people have dropped their OnlyFans, but for some reason, Brawds can't seem to just get up there and do their thing and just try to make money off of it. They gotta do stuff like her. She pretty much staged or faked a kidnapping or abuse angle, and she ended up getting let go from an opportunity that she had. Where is it at? Let me see. She basically faked. Yeah, she basically faked getting on. She faked getting beat up and kidnapped. She faked the kidnapping video, and she had like makeup on and bruises, and she's in her underwear, and she's acting like these people are coming to get me. You know, the only way to save me is to subscribe to my OnlyFans and to, you know, give me tips and, you know, all that other stuff. And it's like, man, this is so weak. If you wanted fans, drop the nudes, you know. Drop the news. I'm not gonna subscribe to this stuff because I don't really believe in subscribing to OnlyFans. It's not my thing. However, you know, I'm okay with bitches getting money. You know, it doesn't bother me that they get money. It's not something that I would get mad about. Some of y'all might, but that's not me. But she faked this whole promo, and she claims that she was doing it for some sort of organization to help battle, you know, women who are in sex trafficking. But I just didn't see it. You know, this I hate that people try to use kids as an angle, an angle for whatever this was, man. Whatever this was, you know, you wanted fans to subscribe to your OnlyFans. Like I said, drop the nudes. If you have any other talents, you know, you could have marketed those instead, because OnlyFans is not just about, you know, sex or whatever cases. Women have made it about sex because they don't have any talent and they sell themselves. That's one of the reasons why this doesn't bother me. Women selling themselves on OnlyFans, you know, selling nude or gratuitous nudity, or showing themselves in as scantily clad or whatever. That is something that wouldn't piss me off or make me mad, because to me, they hit rock bottom. When you gotta resort to these things, you've hit rock bottom. You know, you don't have any other types of talent. You can't get a job. You can't start a career. And I said this type of stuff was going to happen many videos ago about. I don't remember which video it was. I just know it was a couple videos ago where I said that, you know, we were heading to a new world. You know, so many women started OnlyFans this year, and the only thing they could actually do was sell pussy. They couldn't, you know, just start a channel showing themselves cooking. They couldn't just start a channel showing themselves doing makeup, or, you know, how to put on a wig, or any other types of talent. You know, they had to start an OnlyFans and show themselves being naked, because that's the only way they can pay the bills. And then they're not even making that much money with that. I'm seeing my thoughts on that's what my thoughts is on these OnlyFans, is that I'm seeing so much struggling out here. And what's interesting about them struggling, is that they're calling other men broke and insecure, and you're struggling. I have had a Netflix account since, I think, 2012. I have never seen Netflix drop the price. I've seen Hulu drop their price. As a matter of fact, right now, I have a 1-year subscription to Hulu for about $2. And I think I might cancel it when it's up, or I might have already canceled it when it's up, because I don't want to subscribe to them for $5.99. And, you know, I really wanted a better deal without commercials. That's what I want. I don't like the ads. Netflix doesn't have ads, and I'm okay with them increasing their prices, because I don't really use cable like that. I would only use 2 subscription services, because that's all I would need. I need a subscription for anime, and I need a subscription for just movies and TV shows. And Netflix provides enough content for me to be content with what they got up there. And if not, then, you know, I'll find some other way to get the content that I want. But I'm not paying for a subscription for that. But these girls with these OnlyFans, when they're just out here showing themselves scantily clad, or you know, all out nude or whatever, I'll be thinking like how much they've hit rock bottom, and then I'm seeing them calling other men broke and insecure, but you're selling your streams for like $3. You're selling your content, access to all of your content for $3. I've never seen Netflix drop their prices that low. And I said that Hulu has, but see, Hulu has dropped the prices of one of their types of content. The $5.99, you can watch everything that you want to watch, but you're going to have to watch it with ads. That's what I've seen them drop the price on. But what I haven't seen them drop the price on is that premium joint, that $11, $12 joint, where you get to see everything without having to worry about the interruption. I might consider getting that, you know. It depends on how many TV shows I actually, you know, I mess with. If they got like a TV series or they need to have a lot of TV series. Like I might consider, because I haven't watched Raw or SmackDown in a minute. I might check out NXT up there, but to me that's not enough. I need a lot more content to be able to watch. You know, like if they had like a Marvel's Avengers up there, or you know, a Punisher, or just TV shows I haven't already seen. As I'm not really that into the reruns like that. If they had the Fresh Prince up there, I might bang with it as a rerun because it was a classic. But other than that, my thing is like they don't normally drop their premium, their solid prices. But these Brawds be letting you see everything for a really low price. I be seeing Brawds subscribe to me for $5, $3, $2. All that stuff lets me know that you are begging. You know, when I saw a dude make a post saying that he bought a OnlyFans subscription for $30 and it was just a broad cooking pork chops. And you know, everybody was making fun, you know, joking and you know, busting it up or whatever the case is. They're like, you know, hold up, what them pork chops looking like? You know, what them pork chops is like, or you know, there was some females clowning him because you know he assumed there was gonna be nudes up there or whatever the case is. But then, like throughout the post, I seen Brawds posting links to their OnlyFans, and there were so many cheap prices up there. And then she tried to explain it like, you know, 1,700 times, $8 times 1,700 is like a certain amount of money. But right now, you're not selling the joint for $8. You're selling it for $3. You're selling your subscription at $3, and then the price will go back up. And when the price goes back up, they're going to cancel on your ass. Like I'm going to cancel on Hulu when my subscription is up. My $2 subscription. I don't believe they have enough content to sustain me as a subscriber who enjoys content. I wouldn't enjoy y'all content. I would not pay to see bitches naked. That's not my thing. But y'all, man, y'all wild. The only thing I think when I see stuff like this is that y'all struggling. And then y'all have the nerve to call other men who y'all depend on to help, you know, to subscribe to y'all. Y'all got the nerve to call them broke and insecure. That would be the irony. Y'all don't know how to stay in y'all lane. Y'all get on, like, y'all got the nerve to be getting on Twitter and Instagram, and y'all be voicing y'all opinions like y'all not real hoes, and there's no representation in y'all game at all because hoes will keep their opinions to themselves, and they only will really voice their opinion if they think it was going to make a dude happy, because that's what would get them more clientele. But y'all don't have that type of game of representation in there. Next up, Doja Cat wins the Best New Artist award, and she was just canceled, so that really is weird right there. Like that is interesting. And the song Say So was like, it musically, like instrumentally, it was a good song. As far as the lyrics go, once I saw the white dude popped up there, I stopped watching and I stopped listening to it. And I don't really hear people listening to it like that in the hood either. So, you know, maybe, you know, that's a testament to the reason why she got canceled, because we don't really rock with her like that. Some people on Twitter will say they rock with her like that, but or social media, but it's as much as they make it seem like a lot of people mess with her, it's really a condensed thing. Next up, I saw this earlier today. It seemed DJ Quick it seemed like his account got hacked because the account was basically, he tweeted about doing hella drugs and how simple life was back then, but he also dismissed it like 2 or 3 tweets after that. So that was kind of interesting. I know there's a manga that I've been reading called Nana to Karu, and it talks about SSM, and it's kind of interesting because, you know, I feel like submissiveness, like as far as relationship wise goes, like, you know, typical submissiveness, a desirable feminine trait in women, as well as, you know, submissiveness in even in sexual natures. It kind of it's like it correlates with it. It's like even in some women who feel like they have a light switch, they can just turn it off and on. I believe this is something that you know, I can't remember the word I want to use, but it's something that I feel like it translates to you know, regular life, and it translates to sex. Like, I mean, not to say like, you know, sex life isn't like regular life, but I guess I could say in the bedroom and outside the bedroom, it kind of it starts with a T, man. I think it starts with a T. Transcends. It transcends from, you know, the bedroom to outside the bedroom, from outside the bedroom to the bedroom. I feel like it transcends, although some people act like it's not the same thing or whatever. But that's the manga I'm reading. It's probably an old manga, whatever case is, but I feel like it's good. You know, the story is good, and I really don't get sucked into manga like that. Like I haven't been reading any type of manga besides Attack on Titan. But I don't know, I might start reading more. Polygyny. I feel like people give their opinions about polygamy and they don't know anything about it, and that's what the interesting part is. Like, I was going back and forth with somebody. Well, actually, I was roasting them, and they were trying to go back and forth with me on Twitter. At first, I thought the dude was a woman, and I said some mean things about her because he was acting like a cunt. And then I found out like he was actually a dude, and then, you know, I couldn't even take this. I didn't take the conversation seriously anyway. But after I found out it was a dude, I was like, you're just a mangina. So I just would roast, and then eventually it just like calmed down or whatever the case is. But I feel like people speak on polygamy, and it's not. To be honest, if you got a dude that likes being with multiple women, and he tells you, like, you know, he likes being with multiple women, or he pretty much presents polygyny to you polygyny is basically a man with multiple women. And if he presents that to you and it offends you, and you decide that, you know, or you might go with it, you know, but later on you're going to try to introduce another guy. Like, if you try to, I feel like there are people who are not mature for this type of thing. And when they see it, they think, you know, a person I got to share my lover with other women or whatever. And that's not the case at all. You know, it's about building, but some people don't have the mental stability to think that way. Sometimes I've met women who understood it really well, but and it's surprising, you know, and I kind of click with them because they understand it. You know, I don't have to, you know, explain everything to them. They just get it. Then there are other women who they're just jealous, you know. Which is interesting because some of them, like a lot of them, be having multiple baby daddies or whatever the case is, and they be sharing, you know, multiple men. So it'd be weird, you know, it'd be weird. But my thing about polygyny is if it's not your lane, you know, then, you know, and you feel like if you're with a guy, he tells you he likes dealing with multiple women, and you're like, well, I want to be with multiple guys. And it's like, that's your lane then. Your lane is being with multiple guys. I hate when people try to say that a guy can't handle a woman being with multiple men when that's not his lane. You know, that has nothing to do with, like, y'all be trying to like draw these narratives just to say goofy stuff, and it's usually something you only really hear on Twitter or social media. But it's not your lane. You're not mentally prepared to deal with it in any capacity. You can't even deal with it. Even if you were in a situation where you had multiple dudes, you wouldn't be able to deal with it. Some people like to speak from a biological standpoint and say that, you know, men, you know, were created to have sex with multiple women, which in reality, that is true. You know, just the way we were built by in a biological standpoint. But other times, I don't really care. I don't really care about having these conversations with people because they don't really believe in it. It's not your lane. I'm not going to debate with you about this. I used to argue from a biological standpoint, and I used to use a biblical standpoint as well. But I didn't really believe in a biblical standpoint. I just wanted to win an argument and prove them wrong. But then I stopped caring. I felt like I stopped caring, and I was going to do whatever I wanted to do, and that's how I look at it. Now, my previous video last week was about, or 2 weeks ago, was about women who, you know, talk about their sexual conquest more than men. And then shortly after that, this girl, Selena Power, her friend, Eliza, you know, she talks about how she gave oral sex to about 7 men in one night, one after another. And she made a ton of money through OnlyFans. At the time I read this last week, she was talking about she was on her way to 20 grand, and she was just going to get herself an apartment and some other things. But it has gone up to what I read earlier, it was about 100 grand. And it's just funny. She got this increase in money and attention after admitting that she, you know, pretty much gave oral sex to 7 ball player dudes in one night. And this pretty much correlates with the video I talked about last week about women who talk about their sexual conquest more than men. And that's really it, man. That's all I really want to talk about in this episode. So if you like it, you know, subscribe, give it a thumbs up, check out my other videos. All of my social media handles are in the description. And, you know, that's really all I can say. I can catch you guys at the next video. Peace.